Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Thanks for joining me again on the Braided Blonde. I took a little bit of a social media break. I needed to stay in the real world, get outside, refresh, recharge. So I'm back, I'm better than ever, and I'm here today to show you how to do a boho braided headband. So I know nowadays a lot of people like to do the headband across the forehead that are like flowers or lace or bedazzled in some sort of way. So I'm going to show you how to do that with your own hair in case you don't have any of those headbands like me. So all you'll need is a few of these little elastic bands that I like to use. They're kind of invisible. You can also use bobby pins to hide it at the end, but you're really going to need something like a small band like that to hold the end of your braids. So you'll need some of those. I like to use a comb like this. It's got a really pointy end because you're going to be sectioning off a little portion of your hair and braiding down forward. So you can use a comb like this, you can use a bobby pin, an earring, a fork, your finger, I don't care, something that you can use to section off your hair, and then a hairbrush if you want, or a curling iron, or however you want to style your hair afterwards. That's what you'll need. So I'm going to take out my ponytail, brush out my hair, and then I'll show you how to section off and we'll get started. Alright, so I just took my hair out of the ponytail, so now I'm going to do, for this you kind of need to part it this way. Normally I would say, I don't really care where you put it on your head, but if you're doing this style, you kind of need to section off a middle part of your hair. How big you want to make it is up to you, but I recommend doing a little bit smaller of a section. It's going to be kind of more difficult to braid, but the end result will look better. So what you're going to do is, I usually kind of line it up with my eyebrows, and that's the section that I'm going to part off. And you can go back as far as you want. I usually go to like the very top of my head, and I section that part off, and then I go over to the other eyebrow, and I part it off over there. So this is going to be the section that I'm braiding, and actually that's a little bit too much, so I'm going to take a little bit off the back there. Just throw that piece away. So then usually this is the part that you're going to be braiding. So I'm going to take the rest of my hair and just put it into a clip so it stays out of my way. So sorry if you can't see my face throughout this video. So what you're going to do is just French braid forward. I like to do the French braid. If you want to, you can do a Dutch braid. I don't know that it will really change the end result, so you're still going to do like you would normally do a regular French braid. It's just going to be a lot smaller. So you take your back section and you're going to start braiding forward. So you take your section of hair, part it into 3 equal sections if you can, just like that, and you're going to do the same kind of a braid. So outside piece to the middle piece to the outside piece to the middle piece to the outside, and then you're going to continue to add small teeny tiny sections of hair and French braid normally down the front of your head. Depending on where you want this headband to lay on your forehead, or how far down you want it to go, is how far down you will braid. I have a pretty small forehead, so I'm not going to braid super far, but if you're someone that has a bigger forehead, or if you just like to wear it down a little bit further, that's totally up to you. You just kind of braid down a little bit further onto your forehead. My bangs are in the way. Can't see. So I'm just about finished with my excess hair. So I'm just going to braid a little bit further past my forehead so I can get it to hang down. A little bit further. Braid, braid, braid. And I think that's where I'm going to stop. So now what you're going to do, here's your French braid. What you're going to do is you're going to take this middle section and you're going to part that in half. Kibby, do not. My cat's trying to play with my hair. So you're going to, that middle section is going to be parted in half and put into the other two outside sections. So this is what's going to become your headband. So usually what I do is I just put one of the sections in my mouth that I'm holding because it's usually so small that a hair clip won't hold it because it's also kind of slippery. Unless you have dirty hair or curly hair, maybe it will stay better for you. So bear with me, I'm going to put one section in my mouth and all I'm doing is literally doing a regular braid down this side. So I'm not going to talk for a few minutes. Okay, so I just got my pieces mixed up, so I'm gonna put the extra in my mouth. P.S. I don't recommend doing this without a mirror. It's really difficult. So you can keep braiding down as far as you want. Usually, as long as you're a little bit, have a little bit of length on there, it will hide in your hair whenever you're putting it back into the headband style. So I think I'll do a little bit more. And if you can't tell, this is a really tiny braid. So if you wanted to do a bigger section on the top, that kind of determines how much hair you'll have to work with on the bottom. So I'm going to call it quits right here and take one of my little elastic bands and just tie that off. And then you're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So you're going to section that side into 3 equal sections, just like you would for any other braid. 1, 2, 3, and then just braid it like you normally would. And you'll have this crazy little antenna flying around over here, doing whatever it wants to do, but that's okay. We'll take care of that in just a minute. So just keep braiding down, outside piece to the middle, middle piece to the outside, just a regular braid. And then once you get far enough down, this side is a lot thicker than the other side. That's okay. It's au naturel, right? People are doing all the hippie, gypsy, boho style these days, so I figured this would be a good little tutorial, and doing it with your own hair is even more natural. So there's that. So I think that's probably far enough. So take my little hairband, tie it off, and then what I'll do, well actually I'll show you. I'll just show you. So I'll take the rest of my hair out, and then you have these stupid little things, but this is your headband, so you can do whatever you want with the rest of your hair. You can tie this or pin this over top of the rest of your hair if you want. You can pin it underneath with some bobby pins if you want to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to section off my hair like if I was doing a half ponytail or like, you know, half up hairstyle, and just kind of hold my hair out of the way. And then I'm going to take another little elastic band. I love these things. I have got like 400,000 of them. Then I'm going to take that and then bring these around to the back of my head and just tie them in a little tiny ponytail. And that way I don't have to worry about bobby pins, because one, I hate bobby pins, and two, it's just one less thing that you have to worry about. So I put that in like a little ponytail on the back, and then you can style your hair around it and you don't have to worry about it falling out. So my bangs are awkward, but I guess I could have made my braid a little bit wider and incorporated that into my headband. But that's about it, and I think it probably looks a little bit cuter if you had some curls in there or some waves. I think that would look really cool. If you wanted to, you could add in some random braids on your head, kind of like dreadlocks or something, you know, so the braid doesn't look so, this top braid doesn't look so out of place. But you can really do whatever you want with it. Dress it up, dress it down, put some flowers in it, put some gems in it, do whatever you want. It's your hair. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. Give it a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below of any braids you guys want to see in the future. Let me know what you want to see. Thanks for joining me, guys. I love you all. Bye.